Hello everybody, Damn Sam here on this beautiful Monday. Today's video, blog or whatever we call it, I've got a couple of things that we're going to talk about. First is me still learning and having another schoolboy error. So we've got company all dry, and I'll just start by saying is today I've got a day off today which were planned, but then we've got 3 days off which weren't planned, and it all started last week. So I'll just let you know a brief history of what's happened. So guy contacted me who's contacted me before. He knows people that I knock about with and things like that. Contacted me via Facebook. Asked me to go up and give him a prize for a damp proofing course, drill and inject, because he was renovating his house. So I went up to his property and had a look round. He was just knocking plaster off. So I said to him, yeah, we can do it. Gave him a prize for it verbally. And he said, okay, when can you do it? Let me know. Can come and do it Thursday. Right, fair enough. Anyway, while I was there, I noticed that one at walls were next to a neighbour's property were higher, and their floor level were against his wall, and it needed waterproofing. So when I emailed him with price, I told him that that wall needed waterproofing. We also said to him that because we're just drilling and injecting it, it needs a salt neutraliser on. We can put a coat of render on. And he said, well, I've got a plasterer doing it upstairs. He can do that. So I said, well, it's fair enough if he does it right. I said, but we can only guarantee it downstairs. Oh yeah, that's all right. You just give me a price for it downstairs. So I was okay. So we'd said to him, you know, make sure that they mix everything right and use right salt neutraliser and waterproof. Damp proofing additive. Yeah, they'll do that. So it says it'll be ready for Tuesday. That's fair enough. I said, we'll book you in for Thursday. Anyway, on Wednesday, I thought I'll best turn up and have a look and just make sure everything's going to be right. So it gets there and it was like a bomb site. Note were ready. Plasters had just had some boards delivered and a pallet full of drywall and plaster on road. They were still knocking off. So I went in and said to the plasterer, like, we're supposed to be drilling and injecting tomorrow. Well, he hadn't told us that. And anyway, it turned out it was just a mess. So I contacted him that night and I says, look, we've got to be drilling and injecting. We need to be able to get to all walls. It needs to be clear. You said it was going to be clear. Yeah, I'll get it sorted. You know, come tomorrow. So it turns up on Thursday, goes in, and they're taking floorboards up in upstairs. We're supposed to be working on left hand wall, and they're taking floorboards up. There's debris dropping down and everything. He's knocking off, trying to knock off, and he's saying, "Where do you want to start?" I says, "Look," I says, "I can't do this." Oh, and they'd put boards in, but like instead of putting them longest way across, which you thought, they put them shortest way, so you just couldn't get around. All plaster on top, just a right mess. So I says to him, look, I said, we can't work like this. I says, I'll book it in for Tuesday. We'll come Tuesday when everything's all sorted and you've got a bit more organised and they've got all boards upstairs. Yeah, that's fine. You do that. So I booked him in for tomorrow, for Tuesday. Friday, gets a phone call off him on Friday. I've had a word with my mother, whose house it is. She's not going to have any damp proofing done. Aye, all right. I says, well, what? She's not having any done at all? No, she's decided she's not going to have any damp proofing. So it is what it is, isn't it? All right, yeah, fair enough. So you don't want us to do it at any point? No, it's not going to be ready for about a month. So I haven't damp proof. No. So it's pointless you coming back. All right, well, that's fair enough. I'll leave. We'd left some Natsem there to do wall. I'll leave your Natsem outside our house and you can pick it up. Okay, all right. So, this what situation that we're in. Now, schoolboy error, because he was a friend of a friend, knew people that I knew and everything, and just assumed that everything would be alright. Didn't get him to sign an acceptance form. Didn't get him to sign to put a deposit down. Standard stuff. Not done this for like 8 years, and probably that what reason why we fetched this system in. Everybody gets an acceptance form. Everybody has to pay a deposit. So totally my fault. Nobody else to blame. Else we'd have had his deposit, and there's less chance of him sort of cancelling. He's took advantage of it, and he's stitched us up a bit. But you don't expect that from if you kind of know people. But then again, some people are just like that. So we're out of pocket. It's disappointing, but I've got to learn from it, and I've got to. It's my fault because I've been idle and not sending him acceptance form, not writing it out. Only person that I can blame is myself. So I've had to just move on. But I thought I'll just do a video because everybody will be in the same boat at some point or other. You know, it's not a question of cutting corners. Well, it is cutting corners in a way. Not doing things right, not following procedure. So I should have. When I emailed him price, I should have emailed him a acceptance form over as well for him to sign, and I didn't do it. But anybody else that does it from now on is going to do it. I mean, one of the reasons why I possibly didn't do it is because it were under £1,000, and if it were under £1,000, I don't know. You can afford to sort of. I think it was $650 what I charged him, and then we were going to be extra for waterproofing. Oh, and then he asked us to, and then he'd dropped another. This what night before. He'd got his things mixed up, and he asked us to put a coat of render on and that. So I mean, we know what's happened. The plaster that's there has probably said to him, I can do that for half at price, which I don't mind. If he'd have been honest with me, I'd have said, yeah, that's fair enough, but you know, I'm disappointed, but that's fair enough. My fault. I should have got you to sign an acceptance form. If I've got 35% of your money, there's a bit less chance that you're going to cancel, isn't there? Even though we'd gear it back to 5% because that's what it says in terms. But it's a schoolboy error, and it's just one of them things. So I just thought I'd let you know on a Monday why we're sort of going to be doing other stuff tomorrow. So it's probably be washing cars and going looking at jobs and things like that. So it happens to everybody, not just me. And I'm supposed to be a professional, so it's just one of them things. Just one of them things. So that's my first video. So I'm going to leave you at that and enjoy the rest of the day. Damp Sam signing off, enjoying sunny weather.